Oh my god. I am vengeance. I am vengeance, guys. Man, AWO Air Water in the house. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today? I see Blind is very happy. I got, and I got to see, and 56K is here. I got to do something work. Forgot to put this in the group chat. All right, there we go. So, how's my day? It's good. How's my day? It's good. It's good, guys. We're just the end. This is the end of fall season. I just gotta say this. Tomorrow, I got so much shit to say about Marvel right now because I'm saving for tomorrow. But just because this something just pissing off with me about Marvel tomorrow, and I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. And it's not Marvel itself. It's the scoopers, the so-called scoopers insiders. That's all. Okay, it's just pissing me off with Marvel. But that'll be tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow. But and I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a stream Sunday. I don't know. But it's because there's no Marvel DC, so maybe. But we'll see. But we're gonna talk Fallout season 3, and I'm just gonna add in invite guests on Fallout season 3. Kevin Feige saw the episode finals. All right, but yeah, I got so much shit to talk about tomorrow when it comes to Marvel that I'm gonna let loose tomorrow about Marvel. I'm gonna let loose, like I'm gonna let it all out. I'm gonna crash. All right, but I got a lot to talk about when it comes to Fallout. All right, man. All right, all right. Season finale of Fallout. Go watch it, 56K, if you haven't seen yet. We're gonna talk to season finale. We're going to season 3. The stories are going to dictate the stories for each main character. The main characters are going to be Ghoul, Lucy, and Maximus, though, the 3 main characters of the show. Right? Oops. Of the show. Okay? Now they all okay. Ghoul has his now. Ghoul knows where to go. We're gonna get to where his goal is now, and Lucy and Maximus are gonna eventually. They're gonna stay in New Vegas. It seems like they're going to stay in New Vegas for the time being, just because of the incoming war that's gonna be part of season 3. And okay. And I was right about the president. I was right about the president. The president was definitely conclave, enclave, whatever. With enclave, okay? The president was definitely part of the enclave, okay? The president was definitely the third group Mr. House was talking about. Okay? The president was in on it the whole time. And do not tell me Hank was definitely enclave too. Okay, that was the specific. I told you he was right. I was right about Hank. Hank, remember in this episode, Dr. House mentioned the one. Yeah. And remember in this episode, Dr. House mentioned that one of the members of the enclave is here. That's Hank. Yeah. Told you. I told you Hank was enclave. He was a spy. He was committing. He was a spy. He was espionage, working for Vault-Tec, where he secretly was enclave. He was put there by the enclave. Okay, told you guys. I told you guys that was the case. I told you he was gonna be secretly enclave, Hank. Okay, that's the enclave's goal. It's to reset the world, right? The commit to reset the world, right? That's why they did all. That's their goal, is to reset the world. Yeah, Hank was married to Stephanie. Yeah, his ass, baby. Oh, I don't know. Oh wait, I forgot to. Okay, let me. Sorry, blinded. I forgot to. I gave you the wrong link. Well, I gave you the YouTube link, not the Streamlabs link. I told you. Okay. No, it doesn't seem like it. No, I don't think she was. I don't think she was Enclave because they kind of right. They kind of fell in love at the first sight, and he got a job at the vault. So maybe she was kind of a detour, not in the plans, those kind of things. Did they keep that? Yeah, you just did. You just did. Oh, that's with Finbar. Fuck. Sorry, now you did. Yeah, that was probably like a little distraction for Hank. Okay, a little distraction. That's what I think it was. A little distraction for Hank. Okay. Right. But I just had a feeling Hank was gonna be part of the Enclave. Like, and I was right about that. Okay. And I was right. I think I was right that he's not gonna find that the ghoul was not gonna find his family in the Lucky Casino, the Lucky 38 Casino's vault, secret vault. But his family's alive, and now he's going all the way to Colorado. Colorado. I hope. Well, he's probably been to Colorado there, but I hope the ghoul is able to. I wonder how the radiation affects the high altitudes in Colorado, but he's not going to Colorado. I assume Colorado, because that's where his family is supposedly going to be, right? So, for the first time in 200 years, I know they're alive. Okay, and Mr. House, I wonder if he's done now. I wonder if his story is done right now. Okay, it seems like Mr. House. I wonder if his I wonder if his story is done, because he basically basically the agreement. The ghoul just like, nope, not an agreement anymore. He knows where his family is. Okay. All right. Yeah. So season 3 is gonna go big, right? They're gonna do what are they gonna do? 5 seasons. Five seasons. Okay. So yeah, I sent you it blinded. I think I sent you it. But yeah, man, like this. Legion, Macaulay Culkin, Kevin. Kevin is the leader of the Legion, and it looks like the civil war among the Legions is over with. He's gonna lead the Legion towards New Vegas, and that's where I Caesar. Oh, there's blinded.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What's up?
I'm
I'm
good.
good.
I'm good. I just got a lot of shit to say about Marvel tomorrow. There's a lot of. I'm just saying, there's like a stupid rumor that we're gonna get another. And I'm just gonna say this: Robert Downey Jr. might not be the only Doctor Doom. There might be like a daughter Doctor Doom now. I'm like, I gotta talk about
Mm.
this tomorrow. It's frustrating. There's too many scoops. There's too many
These
so-called
are
made
the
up scoops.
rumors.
There's too many made up scoops. Every single day is a new scoop, new rumor from these so-called scoopers. It's like they're trying to guess what's right. I'm just saying that,
Hmm.
right? So, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. We'll talk about that tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode, yeah, I love this episode. Obviously, um, great finale. There's a lot of fan service. They really overdid it with the fan service. Uh, if you know, you know that scene when the NCR Ranger shows up and does the intro to Fallout New Vegas. That shit was fire. That was like when Steve picked up the Mjolnir for Fallout fans. you know, they're like, "Oh shit, the NCR is back after all these people complaining and shit." Which is funny because um yeah, I mean that was kind of the whole point of the Ghouls arc this season was that yeah, he's cynical and he's jaded and
Mm-hmm.
because if you go back and you look at the scene where that NCR trooper was telling him, hey, like we
We can
got a
use
whole
you.
army. Yeah, we can use you. You should go back and give the soldiers a speech. And he's like, yeah, you guys are all
No,
defeated. There's like maybe one or two of you guys
he's
back there, but
he.
no, he
The
was
only
wrong.
thing, the only thing he cares about is basically trying to find his family. That's it. That's his whole thing. It's like that's the only.
Yeah.
He only wants to find his family. He doesn't really care what else goes in the world,
No,
right?
I mean, he does. He does. Like this whole season was about him getting hope
Kind of.
back.
Yeah, hope back.
That he
Yeah.
could, yeah, because that was the whole point was that that's why he even goes to Colorado. People are saying, oh, like it's character regression. I don't know what the fuck. It's some of these people. I swear to God, like it's almost like they don't watch the show.
Are they complaining about
It's
it?
not. Well, on Twitter, like there was like a few tweets where it was coming from fanboys too. It was weird, like fanboys of the show, not the games. The people of the that were, oh, I'm not gonna watch the show, and they butchered the lore. Those people have been quiet. Those people haven't said anything. I wonder why. Yeah, because most of it's almost like you gotta wait and see what happens, right? Because all these people are making it seem like the NCR is gone, the NCR has been defeated, and Bethesda hates the NCR. Okay, yeah, that's why they had the best moment in the show, right? With the
Yeah.
whole music, swell and everything. Literally did the intro to New Vegas where the Ranger shoots someone the slow motion bullet time. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Um, but yeah, I mean, the Ghouls arc this whole season was about him regaining back his hope and realizing that um, the choices that he made in the past do not dictate the future, right? Now
Yeah.
we'll have to see what happens in the next season, right? Because I do have a lot of suspicion. I have a belief. One man can believe, but I think, and I'm choosing to believe this, but I think the Ghoul is going to run into Joshua Graham. I feel like it makes a lot of sense. Joshua Graham is pretty much, well, he was in Arizona, well, Utah, Arizona. So it could be possible that he moved into Colorado. But also, um, Joshua Graham would pair really well with the Ghoul now that he's on this, like, I'm a hopeful person now. Because Joshua Graham is like a very religious character.
Mm-hmm.
And he also was in a position similar to the Ghoul, where, Caesar pretty much after they lost the first war of Hoover Dam, the Legion or Kaiser, he basically was like, I'm gonna get rid of my top generals because they failed, and so he burnt Joshua Graham and pushed him off a cliff. Somehow Joshua Graham survived, and that's why now they call him the Burning Man because well he fell off a cliff while he was burned his entire skin, and yet he still survived. And so that's why he became religious. because and I do wonder if we'll see like the new Canaanites too, because I mean they're closer to Utah, because there's also New Jerusalem, I believe, is like in Utah, in the universe.
Utah has to do with really weird religious fanatics, huh? Like the Mormons. No, in the Fall
Yeah.
University have.
Yeah, the new Canaanites are pretty much Mormons. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just probably they should be branded, taking inspiration things from the Mormons.
Yeah, that's you read. That's what I was thinking that Joshua Graham. It would make a lot of sense because Joshua Graham was supposed to be a companion in Van Buren, and Colorado was supposed to be a location in Fallout Van Buren. So if you don't know, Van Buren was supposed to be the original Fallout 3 that was made by the original developers of Fallout 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
However, Interplay, which is the company, they pretty much went bankrupt. And so they already had a deal with Bethesda. Like Bethesda was already working on a Fallout game alongside this Fallout Van Buren project. So they pretty much they had to obviously cancel it because they were going bankrupt. And then Bethesda kind of swooped in and then saved the IP. So yeah, I mean it would be interesting. There was a video that I saw and I never clicked on because I didn't really think much of it. But the guy was pretty much saying like he had a theory that Van Buren was actually canon and the show was gonna canonize it, and it seems like that guy was right because I mean, yeah, why else would they pick Colorado? Colorado also was in Fallout Tactics, and there's also an important location in that game from Colorado, which was Vault Zero. And Vault Zero is kind of like it's basically the vault for the Enclave, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So they had management vaults, but this is like the ultimate management vault, where, well, first off, there's a lot of there's this thing called the calculator, which is, I believe there's all these scientists' brains that are hooked up to it. But Vault Zero is pretty much like almost like a mini city of some sort. And that's in like, I think it's in the Rocky Mountains. I can't remember where it is. Yeah, Tactics is sort of canon, but I'm pretty sure they're going to just pick elements from that game. Because like I'm pretty sure Vault Zero is destroyed at the end of that game. So I think they'll just change that. I think they'll keep some stuff, because it makes sense. But they could easily just rewrite it where it wasn't destroyed, or they redid it again. Because it would make sense that she is in that vault.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and the kid
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and I still have the theory that the Janie is like grown up. That's my theory, and that she is like
Really?
potentially one of the heads of the Enclave. Yeah, because it would make sense, right? Well, it would make sense for a number of reasons. One is because the show so far has been like pulling, like, I don't know how you would describe it, like archetypes from the game, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
you have Lucy who's looking for her father. That's the plot of Fallout 3.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Coop is also looking for his family. That's it's similar, right? Fallout 3 and 4. And so
Fall Four is
it
looking
would,
for the baby. For the baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they and obviously in Fallout 4, it's revealed that there was all this time that passed, and
Yeah.
your son is now the leader of the Institute. And on top of that, too, I feel like it would actually work a lot better in the ghouls case because the Enclave is supposed to hate ghouls. So if Janie grew up her entire life thinking her father was dead, and it turned out that he's alive but he's a ghoul, I mean that causes a lot of problems, right? Like obviously that would be some good drama for TV.
Well, yeah. I mean, if she's Alvarez, was this Kyle Traber, Stasis? Yeah, sure. Yeah, because they were obviously taken out in the
Yeah.
Vault Tech and the 38. They're obviously taken out, and I don't think right. They're obviously somewhere else. You're probably right. There's probably been it probably been rocking around not for 200 years because I don't think they're still human, right? They're still human, so
Right.
they wouldn't be alive for 200 years. But it probably like something to do with Voltaire, something to do with them being out of their stasis pod somewhere
Mhm.
else. Probably like, maybe you're right. Maybe the Enclave. I don't know. Because I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
think they
have to
would.
see. We'll have to
Because I
see,
don't.
obviously.
Yeah, I don't think they would just take him out of the stasis pod and then put him in another stasis pod in another secret hidden vault or something like that.
Unless they got moved, obviously. Like there
Yeah, unless they got
might be
moved.
a reason why they got moved, and also why did she? It appeared that she assumed that Coop would be looking for her because why did she leave that? Well, it was a postcard, right?
Yeah,
Where she said, yeah, Colorado was a good idea. Why would she leave that there, right? Like
yeah.
that
It's not
clearly
like
was a clue.
yeah, it's not like she randomly just took that in without thinking about it, right? There's a reason for
Yeah,
that, right? Like obviously,
right.
yeah. She knew that the ghoul.
Yeah,
She must have known that Cooper was alive
right.
as the ghoul, but
Yeah,
he didn't know.
she must have known that he would go come looking for her because he my guess is like by the ending of the show we'll probably see what actually happened in the first episode. That's my guess.
Yeah.
And she's gonna say, I'm gonna come look for you or something of that along those lines.
Yeah, well, in this series, like the last few episodes, it's almost they kind of frame it in a way where Cooper is responsible for the bombings unintentionally. He got played,
Hmm.
right? Because he's the one that gave the cold fusion to the president, and the president was definitely Enclave,
Yeah,
and and obviously he took the fall for his wife, and he I think deep down why he's so cynical, and jaded, he feels responsible for all of this. He
right.
thinks he feels all what the world, what the U.S. has turned out like, right? He kind of feels responsible for that,
Hmm.
right? He didn't know he was getting played. Who could he trust? How hard could he trust his wife? Could he trust House? Could he trust the only person he could trust the president? Yeah, trusting the president, like a politician.
Right.
Yeah, and then he took the fall, right? He took his fall for his wife. Uh,
Yeah, I also am starting to think too that they never actually got divorced. It was just a cover.
yeah, yeah.
Because
Because in
yeah,
the
it
first,
made it seem like in the first episode that oh yeah, they had a falling out, and that's why he's paying alimony. But I think that's just a cover to make it to keep them safe, right?
yeah,
But now you got to wonder, right? Because if Coop, because remember, Mr. House um, was saying, I'm still not
it's
sure like how you play a role in this, right?
it
And
almost makes me
what?
say like, Vault Tech is not really the bad guys per se. Like they just know they can't do anything
Mm.
about the Enclave. The Enclave is too powerful. They say, you know what, we can't prevent
Well, the
this.
Enclave is their investors, right?
Yeah,
So they pretty much don't really have much say, and that's why
yeah,
they had the vaults and stuff, right?
yeah,
For experimenting. Now, also that's another thing that was mentioned in this episode that was interesting because Hank tells Lucy before he mind wipes himself that he's like the vaults were not just the only experiments; it was also the surface too,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So now you got to wonder what did the Enclave want to do with the surface, right? Because their whole thing is that they want to cleanse the surface. So why would
yes.
they? What is the experiment exactly that is going on the surface?
What fishy skate? No, I'm almost done. What? Why are you watching? Why are you
Yeah,
watching
why are you
this?
watching? Why are you watching? We're spoiling everything. This is a spoiler stream.
Fishy
This
skate,
has been
come
out
on.
for a day. It came out like last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. He just mind wipe himself because he didn't want to reveal more because he knew a lot more.
Yeah,
Um,
because he also said that he sent out. He's like, I sent
yeah,
out, people to do my bidding, right? That were also microchipped. So
I
I
wonder
wonder
if
if that's gonna come back into play.
I wonder if Steph is one. Well, Steph is one of them now.
Well, I don't think so. I don't think she's microchip. She is like has a specific reason why she's doing all of this,
Well,
right?
yeah, like obviously, I don't think Steph was enclave at all. I think it was just a thing that Hank ran in her. She just ran into, fell in love, got married, whatever. But I wonder if she knew or not as time went on, right, and just accepted it, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe instead of being Michael Chip, she accepted it instead, right,
Mm-hmm.
right. But yeah, it would make sense because, and yeah, you're right. You're right. D6K. Oh my god. Um,
Yeah, he was apparently, I guess.
but yeah, that's a good point. I wonder who he sent out. Like the people, like under his control, or if there's other like people that he sent out that are not under the microchip control or part of the enclave, are willing to do it for him. Like
Hmm.
he sent out. It's like agents, agents. I knew it. Like
Yeah,
I
sleeper agents. That's
sleeper
essentially
agent.
what he did. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's definitely sleeper agents for the Enclave, and I wonder like who like would they even know, right?
It
Like
would
because
be
it seemed like it's like you wouldn't know who they are. That's what he was trying to say.
sleep.
Like you wouldn't
This
guess.
my guess is sleep. If you ever figure out who like how suspicious sleeper agents, the type of characters to be sleeper agents would be the nicer characters. The characters are not exactly assholes, jerks,
Yeah.
mean, right? Like because that's too obvious, right? That's way too obvious.
Hmm.
It's the ones who are always being nice, uh, helpful, and not under the microchip. Not under the microchip either, because that's too obvious too,
Right.
right? Like free will. I mean, look, Mr. House wanted to do the exact same thing as Hank, but he wanted to make robots. But Hank is like, I want personality. He's willing to give him.
Right.
He's willing to make him like. He's willing to keep him as human, but with all the negative emotions out of the way. No hate, no anger, no stuff like that,
Hmm.
right? But he's
They
not
want
to
he
have.
wanted like easily suggestible people. That's what he
Yeah,
wanted.
yeah,
Like people who would align themselves with his ideas, and therefore they wouldn't give him pushback.
yeah.
That's what he the and I wonder too, like if that's also what the Enclave really wants is just they want to have a population that is easy to control. But again, if that was the case, they were already kind of doing that because they were running propaganda, right? Like you got to remember there was mass propaganda in pre-war Fallout, right? The pre-war
Yeah.
America. So it almost makes you wonder, like that can't just only be the goal. And also too, like if so, like at the first episode where Hank is talking, he's like, "Oh, I'm in your stomping grounds." So he was talking to the Enclave, but
Yeah.
like who exactly was the person he was talking to? That's also another thing because he was talking about an individual person. That's
I
why I believed he was actually trying to work for Mr. House, but no,
no.
he's
He was
actually Enclave.
yeah. He who I think he stole the idea from Mr. House,
Right.
right?
And I wonder too if Hank knew that Coop actually stole the they call it the iodine, but there's
Yeah,
another term
yeah.
for it. Yeah, like I
I
wonder if
wonder.
he also knew too what was
I
going
wonder.
on.
I wonder if that president might be still be alive secretly.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it
He could be talking to the
doesn't seem like it because in Fallout 2 there's another
well.
president. We also there's also a supercomputer. I'm blanking on the computer's name, but that was in Fallout
I
3.
mean,
So
I mean,
I don't think so, but they
I
probably
mean,
will change that.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna keep Clancy Brown. I mean, it'd be a waste to have him
Yeah,
1 minute of a show. What a waste. Yeah,
yeah.
if
I
he's
mean, you would make a pretty good like villainous president anyway. So
yeah, I mean, if he's just 1 minute of the show, he better ask for a lot of money, man. But like, yeah, it would be a waste of talent for sure. So he's probably gonna
right.
be in this going in the future. I mean, because there's still gonna be flashbacks, season 3 and 4. And I assume it's gonna
Well, we're
be
gonna have to see what they even charge Coop with. Like, how are they
yeah,
going to now make people believe that he's a communist, right?
yeah. They set him up, yeah.
because obviously there's still more to that story that we're led to believe, right? Because
Yeah.
then why else would you keep doing multiple seasons? There's gonna obviously be some twists and turns to the story.
Hmm. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, I just knew. Me like, yeah, Clancy Brown. You just knew he's gonna be a bad guy.
Yeah,
But,
you kind of know.
it just a stint in the series. Probably not Red. Probably not. Probably not. But this, yeah, it's I don't know if we're gonna see Mr. House anymore in this series.
I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
House is gonna play some role again because we did see he's still technically alive.
yeah, yeah. He made sure himself to stay alive somehow, right? Like in
Hmm
a kind of
And,
put his
and and I
mind.
also think that the next season is still going to involve New Vegas because
Yeah,
now the Legion and the NCR are fighting for the Strip,
hmm,
which this is why I believe Mr. House will still be involved because Mr. House desperately wants to control the Strip.
yes,
And I'm pretty sure he has a backup of, if he was to, physically die and he had a backup and all this went to shit, he definitely has another plan, right? And also that's another thing too is what happened to all the Securitrons that he had.
Let's stop with this, Red.
Mr. House will return in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Well, there's a rumor out there that some now that not everybody in the past Avenger movies will be in Doomsday. Like now, like
Yeah.
some of them are being
Well,
saved. Like the Spider-Man rumors that they're not going to be in Doomsday. They're all going to be in Secret Wars. Anybody in Spider-Man is
right.
going to be in Secret Wars now. I don't know, but whatever. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But um, but that's funny, Red. I mean, because it's a joke. It's a what a gag with that. I wouldn't be surprised because that actor's in everything, man. I see the actor in everything. He
Mm.
does everything. That actor. Was he in Beetlejuice? He was in Beetlejuice, right? The sequel.
Who was that?
The Mr. House actor wasn't he like the scummy
Justin
producer?
Theroux.
Yeah,
In
the scummy
the
producer.
second movie, I
Yeah,
think he was.
he's the one with the ponytail, right? The scummy producer
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, the ponytail, right? Yeah, yeah. He's trying to hit on
Yeah,
Lydia.
I don't see them getting rid of Mr. House anytime soon. He's still I mean, because remember the Ghoul also said to him, because he was like, oh, we still have Mr. Business,
Yeah,
Mr. Coop, and then he's like, now it's
not
me,
anymore.
and then he walks away, and so
Yeah.
I think he's going to potentially manipulate or try to get Maximus and Lucy to do something. Like
Well,
they might be going on a courier plot storyline is my guess.
yeah, because Lucy has because obviously the story with the ghoul is still going on. Wants to find his family,
Hmm
all that. But Lucy has a new story going forward, right?
Yeah,
Her arc is about her father. That story is closed for her. That arc is closed. Now she has a new arc for her, right?
right.
There's a new
Well,
story
she's
for her.
still going to be struggling to kill
Yeah,
someone, obviously. But yeah, I think because this
yeah.
season it was Lucy with the ghoul,
The
so I
Legion.
think they're gonna flip that, obviously.
Hmm. The Legion is yeah. The Legion is gonna yeah. I mean, because Lucy, I mean, she doesn't exactly agree with her father's ideals of what they would do, what he want to do, but she kind of kind of seen what a peaceful community is like, but peaceful people are like, but they're under free will, not under free will. So they didn't exactly agree with that aspect. But the Legion is like because Legion makes you think,
Mhm.
right? Because there's nothing good about the Legion. They're not gray characters. They're black. They're very black and white. They're not good people,
Right.
right?
Well, the Legion is the worst of the worst. They're almost barbarian,
Yeah,
and obviously, if they control the strip, then that would be devastating, right? And also, by the way,
Oh,
it was funny. They make a joke. I don't know if you caught this, but he's like, "Let's go to the strip and make like Caesar's Palace." That
yeah,
was pretty funny. I did laugh at
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The Caesar's Palace because of the casino.
It also made me, yeah, it also made me wonder if they might actually, could it be possible? This is also what I'm thinking too. They could keep Mr. House around, and this is why I think he's obviously going to stay around, is because if you play New Vegas, right, one of the things that you learn in New Vegas that happened before the events of what's currently going on is that this Mr. House basically convinced some of these kind of gangs or
Yeah,
these raiders to essentially be co-partnerships with or co-partners with Mr. House to run the strip, right? And so that's why um, you had man, I'm blanking. You had Benny's group, right? The chairman. You also had the white gloves. Those were, and they were cannibals. And then you also had I think it's the Almertas. I forget. They own the Gamora, right? They're kind of like like the traditional mafia kind of gang, right?
mm-hmm.
And so I wonder if Mr. House may try to, like, because again, he wants to keep the strip. He's not going to give it to the NCR, and he's definitely not going to give it to the Legion. He does not like the Legion. He's like, they're barbaric and they're fools,
Yeah,
and they're just going to, you know, they're just going to ruin my plans. Well, everybody's going to ruin Mr. House's plans, obviously, because
yeah.
he's
I
an
mean, yeah, of course.
egomaniac.
But the Legion will be the worst.
Yeah. So I wonder if maybe there might be some convincing uh, of the Legion to basically, like, hey, come onto our side, and like, I think that could be an interesting storyline. That actually might be interesting because they're clearly going to keep talking about the Legion. I like people, because some people I saw were complaining like, oh yeah, they just kind of, like, this season didn't really explore much, but it's like, I mean, it kind of ends on an open note. Like, I don't think they're just going to
It
completely get
is.
rid of what's going on. There's just no way.
Yeah, it left on it left kind of a cliffhanger ending,
Yeah, because
right?
they even
Because
say they started a war. She
yeah,
started a war because she didn't want to chip the Legion. So I think she's going to obviously have to,
yeah.
find a way to prevent this war or stop it at least, right?
Hmm. And for sure, I mean, for sure, there. Yeah, you're right. The White Glove Society has to be so around. So also, yeah, I mean, the Brotherhoods can probably be featured a lot more in season three. They weren't featured a lot in
Yeah.
this season. They're featured the first few episodes, right? Maybe the first half,
Hmm.
but they weren't featured a lot. But now with the not with the cliff, but the credits
The
ending,
post credit scene, yeah,
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 they're
we're
probably
we're gonna see Liberty Prime, right? So,
yeah,
and it said Liberty Prime Alpha, and it was like
yeah,
schematics. So I'm going to guess too that another thing, like another theory that I have about that is, I think we're gonna see like the origins of Liberty Prime. That's my guess. Like what
yeah,
it served for the government, what the government was doing with it, how it was used in the pre-war. I think that could be really interesting. And obviously, I think it would scare Coop, because I'm pretty sure Coop obviously knows about Liberty Prime. Um, so I wonder, like, now that he's in jail, like, and he's being outed as a communist,
yeah,
uh, maybe that's kind of like the reason why they were building Liberty Prime in the first place. Because I don't think they used Liberty Prime in the sorry, the Alaska War. Ray can correct me if I'm wrong, because actually, like, don't really, like, I can't really remember much about Liberty Prime. Um, because I think, I mean, they're definitely, I mean, the fact that they put that in the post credits scene makes me think that's obviously going to be a big factor too. But I wonder how exactly, because I'm like, the Brotherhood of Steel is kind of like separated now.
It's
right? Like,
fractured. Yeah, it's very fractured.
well, I mean to say, like, in terms of like the characters are not really involved with the Brotherhood of Steel, right?
Yeah,
Maximus is no longer involved.
and
So, like,
Tiberius.
how are they
Is it
gonna
Tiberius?
tie that back?
Yeah, Tiberius, obviously.
Oh, you
Yeah,
mean Thaddeus?
Thaddeus.
Yeah,
It sounds so similar, but yeah, yeah,
Tiberius does sound like a cool name. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. It's funny how it's kind of strange how Maximus, his friend, is still part of the Brotherhood. Like,
Yeah.
how's
Well,
it?
he had no other choice, right?
That's true. That's true.
I think he's. I mean, because he was even saying like, "Oh, I'm, go like you don't have to, you know, make excuses and shit." Like he was pretty sympathetic. So I wonder like what is actually gonna happen. Like,
Yeah,
because now it seems like he's operating under Quintus.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, is he forced to, or is he willingly? Willingly?
I think
Like,
he's willingly because maybe he's gonna try and do a play, and maybe kill Quintus.
oh yeah,
Because like I could see, his name was Dane, right? I feel like he would defact. It would kind of suck if he actually just didn't defact. That would actually kind of suck because he did seem like pretty good friends with Maximus, but Maximus did screw him over in the first season. So
yes, he did. You know what's weird? I didn't see any. How Lucy did free anybody under his father's control. She didn't like find a way to
mhm,
take out the device. Like, where was everybody? She didn't free anybody.
mm,
They're all inside still. They're all still inside. She didn't free anybody. Well, I think she might have freed. No, she did free. Did she free him? No, she didn't free him because I was gonna say did she free him when they destroyed the councilwoman, head or something? No, but
no,
they're still
she killed the
yeah,
councilwoman.
but they were still under the control, right? They were still under his control after that. Like I didn't
Mm,
see anybody. Did she free him or not? I don't know. Like
yeah,
the snake oil con man, that guy, is he free? I don't know.
yeah, I'm not sure.
Death is preferable alternative to
Yeah, all those
communism.
people. I wonder what happened to all those people who were chipped in the facility. No, Liberty Prime was not deployed at all pre-war. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Also, Norm. I wonder what I got it. I wonder what Norm. What do you think Norm's arc is in this?
Yeah, that was another thing. They kind of, I mean, like they kill off the managers and stuff. Like they didn't really
Yeah.
give us like last season he was stuck. Like he was stuck in that vault, and yeah, it kind of made me. I was like, I don't know. I was if there's one thing I was a little disappointed by was that because it's like they didn't really. I mean, it didn't really leave on a good like cliffhanger. Like I feel like I mean it's like he's obviously helping the girl, but it's like
Yeah.
now they're in the wasteland. Like what is he gonna do? Is he gonna go back to the vault? Probably not. Um,
He's probably gonna go try to find his sister. That's what I think.
right. But like that's
I
such a. I mean like where
that's
do
an
we
obvious.
even begin? Like
Yeah. Exactly.
would
Like
they
where
try to get? Would they try to go back to Norm? Like I don't and get Norm like Lucy and Maximus?
Yeah. Well,
I don't
Lucy
know.
would.
I
Lucy
don't think
wouldn't
so.
know it's his. Yeah. Lucy doesn't know if his brother's out of the vault. He knows
But he
she's out.
has the radio signal, so like
Yes.
maybe they
Well,
someone they could hear it or something. I don't
no,
know.
no. When they went into the building, the vault building, didn't the store owner in the first season ran to Lucy? Remember they ran.
The store owner ran into Norm. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and also ran to Lucy in the first season, right? So yeah,
Hmm.
there's the connection there. Um,
Still, I mean, that's still like like they have. It's still far. Like
yeah,
so, I don't really know what they will do in
yeah,
Norm next
because
season.
because Lucy when she came to the vault, she had no idea where to go or where to start or anything like that. Like the goal was basically her map,
Hmm.
right? Her map. because the coolest experience. So we're right, and Norm doesn't have Norm. It's like Lucy. He's going to be very, very confused of where to go, where to start. You may have a goal, you may have a destination in mind. It's just the directions, how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, like I wish they could explain more what his goal was. Uh,
Yeah, I kind of wish like they should have given us more. Like, yeah, he's helping the
yeah,
girl. Obviously everybody's dead, but like, I guess yeah, it's kind of like where he ended up in the last season. But it's like the last season was more interesting because you're like, well, he discovers this vault at the ending, and now he's
yeah,
stuck, and now he's like, what the hell? And the thing
yeah.
is, like, there is a lot of like mysteries that we still don't know. Like Moldaver, they never like Moldaver really wasn't even
Mhm.
in this season that much. And now I also wonder too, like obviously she's gonna come back around now that Coop is in jail, but the whole like the Flame Mother, she was the leader of the
Yeah.
NCR, obviously because she was part of Sadie Shan's, but we never learned like her role in Shady Sands.
What's up,
We never
Xbox?
we never learned like was she a politician there? Like was she some high authority? Like who was she exactly?
Moldova?
Um, Moldaver, yeah. And then also remember the
I'm probably
Vault
gonna.
War was worshiping her as the Flame Mother. Why?
Oh, I was just calling some activists. I don't know.
No, like I'm pretty sure that's significant. No, so
Yeah.
what's up, Xbox gamer? Yeah, I wish we got more Norm. It was cool when he released the Vault to the surface, but I wish the ending gave us a clear idea of what he's doing next. Yeah, because it's just like, yeah, I get it. Like he's out in the desert, he's struggling. Like, okay,
I
that's a
know.
good cliffhanger, but it's like they needed like just a little bit more, just like the last season. There
I
was
know
like
Norm's.
he's stuck, but he's in this vault now, and you're like, well, this is a big revelation, right? Like this is crazy. What's gonna happen?
This is what Norm's gonna do. I'm gonna. Yeah, continue talking. Yeah, like
Okay, yeah, I thought you were gonna pull up a clip. That's why I was like,
I am. I gotta find a short clip so I don't get copyright.
yeah, and also too like all the stuff that's happening in the vault. Like another mystery too that kind of wasn't really addressed this season because no one was, well, Chet wasn't really looking. Was what happened to um, Vault 32, and how did they clean up so fast? They cleaned up that entire vault. That kind of like doesn't that just like completely goes away, and then Betty is dealing with the whole you know club, the incest club. So it's like we never got any closure to that. So I'm like, is that just gonna go away? Because it's like it seems pretty far removed now.
Yeah.
Um, like
Okay.
what happened to all those people in Vault 32? Why did they all die like that? And it was like years. It wasn't just the Raiders who killed them. So what happened there? And also, what happened to Woody too?
This is what
Because
happens
I
to
don't think
Norm.
he's dead.
No. Oh, I gotta put the volume.
Oh, man.
He'll walk to the ball. He'll walk into the wasteland bar, and everybody, yo, it's
Oh
like,
man. Wait, that was from Cheers, right?
yeah.
You know, in Fallout 4, there's they actually recreated the bar from Cheers. You could actually find it in the game.
Oh yeah, because it's in Boston. Yeah.
Cause yeah,
Yeah, it
'cause
makes
it's in
sense. Yeah.
Boston. Yeah, and you can see all the characters dead in the bar. Yeah, it's hilarious that all those vault dwellers got massacred by a few roaches. Yeah, I thought that was funny too. I mean, they were brutal as hell. They were like
But they didn't
ripping their
have. I mean,
necks.
I'm not. But they didn't have any. They couldn't defend themselves. They had no weapons or anything. Like.
Yeah, but in Fallout 4, you don't have weapons. All you do is punch them. Like when you first meet the roaches,
Yes.
the rad roaches, you don't have a weapon. You just got to punch them. So that's why it was funny because it was like they literally are vault dwellers who died. Like they just immediately died the moment they got out of the vault. They couldn't even survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they got taken out by literally the starting enemy. And that was it.
I mean, look.
Crazy
I mean,
stuff.
it wasn't a few roaches. It was like a horde of roaches that came out of the elevators. It was like
Yeah, but you could still deal with a horde of
I
roaches in the
know.
game. That's why it's like, damn, they got massacred.
Yeah. I mean, imagine how weak is Norm then if because Norm got beat but got choked out by that guy. So Norm
Yeah,
has to be very, very weak then. Like
yeah, he's definitely pretty weak. That's why it's gonna be tough for him to obviously survive. Because also this girl too, she's screwed.
yeah. The bar definitely.
Mhm.
Man, I hope the ghoul has a. Oh, the ghoul has a jacket. Going to Colorado, man. I wonder if they. I wonder if the ghoul's able to survive high altitudes.
He's gonna have to.
And
I
yet, it was.
wonder what exactly because the ghoul is obviously gonna be by himself. So I'm just like really curious to see like would they pair him up with someone? That's why I'm saying like it would be really cool if they introduce Joshua Graham. Like I just have a feeling they at some point in time, if we're gonna continue in this area, Joshua Graham is also another character that people talk about a lot. Just like how, people were talking about Mr. House. Mr. House, Joshua Graham, I would say is, there's a lot of videos about him. A lot of people like the character. He's an interesting character. And I mean, it would be nice to see him. I'm not gonna lie. Like some people are already casting him. They're like Timothy Oliphant should play Joshua Graham, and you're like, damn, that's crazy casting. That's actually really good. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I think he's busy, but he could definitely. I could definitely see him in the show for sure. I don't think he's that expensive.
Oh, they got high paying actors in that show. I mean, uh, like Walter. I mean, Walter Goggins has been in a lot of things. He. I
Hmm.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. He's not cheap.
No, yeah.
Kamavaka is not cheap. Uh, Probably the two highest paid actors on the show,
Hmm.
right? Joshua Thurl is probably not cheap. He's been around a lot of big things. Probably not
Yeah,
cheap.
he's not. Yeah, but I mean, like
He's
they probably have like a reasonable price, is what I mean.
yeah.
A reasonable rate. But I mean, after this show, yeah, their popularity is obviously going to scale even more.
Yeah,
Like
they
this
might
will
be.
this will probably make them be more like leading characters in movies. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
Only,
surprised if some of these actors start appearing in Marvel because I don't think any. I mean, I know Walter Goggins was in Marvel, but I mean, his role was so minuscule. I feel
you
like
could
they could recast him.
you could easily be cast as something where you won't
Yeah.
recognize them. Like just recast them as an alien or like a monster or like some creature. Sure,
Not even. They could just recast him and still use his face. Because remember, that girl from Eternal, she was already in the
you're not the only
MCU.
one.
She was
Yeah, Michelle
what was
Yeoh.
it? Oh, she was in the MCU twice.
She was in Guardians.
Oh
Awesome.
yeah, she was in Guardians too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, yeah, and you're right. Gemma Chan was the thing is so
Yeah, Gemma
she was
Chan. Yeah.
not many people know that she was in Captain Marvel because she didn't look like herself. Like she was Nerva or
Yeah, she
something.
was covered in blue paint, but
Yeah.
still. Oh shit! This stupid Hawkeye.
It meant that what he meant was the vaults were just there for safekeeping, like basically, so they could
Hmm.
experiment on the surface. Right, like
Walter Goggins. I'm just thinking Walter Goggins. If he's in something X-Men related, that would be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Mr.
I
Sinister. I
feel
don't know.
I was thinking about Mr. Sinister, but I wasn't really sure like how like his look wise, like how that would look.
You know,
Something X-Men related. I think he could do a good job with.
yeah. I mean, I think he'd be a great villain. I know he's playing he's
Mhm.
antagonist here, but he usually plays villains, right? He's most,
Anti-heroes, yeah,
yeah,
anti-heroes,
yeah.
villains.
Like I got
More
like Mr. Sinister. I don't know. What's that
like a
guy's?
cool villain, a cool villain, not like you
No,
know, not like Stryker or some bullshit like that's too mean. Wasn't
no,
the
no.
vault and things that happened and them controlled in some way? Yeah, that was another thing. The experiments that were
Mhm.
happening in the vault, because like they never, because that's another thing too about the vaults in the show, right? Where Lucy comes from. There was three vaults all combined. That's not something we've seen in the games. Like we never saw multiple vaults in the same
No,
sort of
yeah,
area where they can talk to each other.
yeah, they're not connected. Yeah,
No, yeah. So I wonder like what was the point of that? I mean, it seems pretty clear that the experiment for the managers were um something to do with the FEV, but it that is also kind of doesn't make sense anymore because why was Hank in that vault then if he was the Enclave? And also, is Betty part of the Enclave? Like, or
oh
because
yeah, yeah.
it looks like these managers weren't part of the Enclave, right? Because then wouldn't they have mentioned that? Wouldn't they have like been talking about it? So I do wonder too, right? Like,
But yeah,
there's
I guess it's,
obviously some other stuff going on.
yeah. Tim Kane's original idea for the vaults was that they were supposed to be simulations for human
Yep.
colonizations of planets in outer space. Oh, they mentioned
I think
planets
that
in
I
this
think that's
episode.
still the case. I think them there just might be some more like to it than just that.
They did mention planets in this episode.
Mhm. Well, that's one
Uh,
of Mr. House's goals too, is to go to
yeah,
space and colonize the planet. So
I don't know if they have. Well, maybe they have that kind of technology.
they do. They have the technology. They do have rockets still. There's even a quest in Fallout New Vegas where you send these ghouls to space.
Oh, maybe Google will go to space in the future.
Yeah, maybe. I also another well, speaking of that quest, another thing is like because there's still so many things that we haven't seen in like in terms of like monsters and mutants
Hmm.
and all this stuff. I wonder, will we see a glowing one? Like we still have not seen a glowing one in the show, so that would be kind of interesting. Some people are saying that Coop might turn into a glowing one because he has the uranium in him.
Oh, I like to see Coop glow, glow.
Yeah,
I
that
like
could be interesting.
Tim's. Yeah. All right. So, oh, that's an hour. Okay, I still got lots of time.
Hmm.
So season 3 comes out next year. So it's about two
Summer,
years.
yeah.
Summer. It says summer.
Yeah, 2027 seems like it's gonna come out summer.
All right. Oh, you want to see a behemoth or behemoth? Yeah, I
Yeah,
like this.
behemoth. Well, we could also see a behemoth robot now that if they go to Colorado, the behemoth
Well,
robots were part of Vault Zero.
well, definitely the ghoul. So with the ghoul going to Colorado, strong possibility. Um,
Hmm. And we still haven't even really seen superhumans, which I wonder too, because at the ending, when you see where it's like take your family to the
um,
Rockies, you could actually see a super mutant meat bag
mhm.
on the I don't know what you call it, but the what do they call it? It's like a highway billboard. Oh, billboard. There we go. I don't know why I
Yeah,
was blanking
billboard.
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There was a meat bag with the on the billboard, so I wonder like I'm pretty sure Coop is gonna obviously encounter superhumans on his journey to Colorado.
Yeah. And that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Also, I mean, and then he'll probably run into Lucy and Maximus at the end of season 3. No, you know what?
Possibly.
Oh, possibly, possibly. This is gonna be 5 seasons, so I hope they're committed.
Hmm.
Because Amazon has this tendency.
Could be
Like
6.
could be 6. Amazon has this tendency to be like Netflix. They cancel something good.
Yeah, I mean the show's too popular right now to cancel it. It's like one of the top most viewed shows on Amazon Prime. So
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to cancel it. And it's owned by
No.
Amazon. Amazon does the production and stuff. It's not like The Boys. Like The Boys is kind of like owned by Sony and Amazon. And I think Sony has more say in like the production and the budget and stuff like that. Whereas Amazon is they have the Fallout rights, so they could probably do whatever they want.
Could
We're already
market
getting a spin-off show. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more.
a spin-off show? What spin-off show is that?
It's well, it's just like the game shows. They have one like, so this one is gonna be with the Vault. It's gonna be like, I don't know what it was called. I think it was just called Fallout Vault
Better
Shelter or something.
56 get Better Last of Us? Sure, of course it's Better Last of Us.
Yeah,
Season
it's
2
better than
was
The Last
like
of Us. That's no brainer.
Season 2 made that show horrible. I mean, now if you don't know, Season 3 actually might be the last.
But The Last of Us is literally just The Last of Us. Like, if you already like The Last of Us, I mean, like, there's not much to it. It's not like this show is literally set within the same universe as the games.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
like, even in this episode, they make a joke. Well, I mean, it's a joke if you played New Vegas, right? Where Mr. House goes, yeah, there was wastelanders who were beating up my body with a crowbat. There's tons of YouTube videos where people literally beat up and kill Mr. House with a crowbat. Like, that's obviously a reference to that, right? Like, so I mean,
yeah.
like the game, I feel like it is definitely the better, or I would say it's the best video game adaptation. Period. I mean, yeah, the show isn't done yet, but I mean, two seasons so far. What show is really, or movie is really on this level? None.
None. Video game wise, right?
Yeah, like not only is it a good adaptation, but it's taking place within the same universe, and there's consequences. So I mean, like whenever Fallout 5 comes out, like that's going to be a big deal, right? And I'm sure there's going to be quests and characters that are attached to the show. We already saw it, right? In Fallout 76, the ghoul appeared.
Last of Us had that potential, but season 2 flushed it down the drain.
I don't even think so, because we don't even know if they're making another Last of Us game, and if they are, it's not anytime soon.
I know, but it had the potential to be like the best live action video game adaptation. But season 2 ruined that. Right. Season 2 ruined that for sure, and season 3, it's not confirmed. Season 3 actually might be the last. The actual Last of Us.
It's pretty clear at this point. I don't think they're gonna do more seasons.
Yeah, look, they're at the halfway point of the game anyway, of the second game. Well, actually, I think the theater is actually past halfway. It's more like 60%, isn't it?
Yeah, we're halfway through. You could do
halfway, yeah.
You could end it with. You could just end it with season 3. There's no point to do a season 4. Season 4 will just be adding stuff that are not from the games, and clearly, I don't think people even trust. What's his name? Craig Mazin.
Oh, Craig.
Yeah, Craig Mazin to add anything new after what he said about the second season. I think people were skeptical about him. And Neil Druckmann isn't there. And obviously I know people don't like Neil Druckmann, but Neil it's pretty I wouldn't be surprised if the third season wasn't as good. And they changed stuff around too, just because I mean they don't really have that oversight anymore. So they're not really beholden to anyone. They're just gonna do whatever they want. But like The Last of Us is just a 1-to-1 adaptation with obviously slight changes to make it more suitable for television. But Fallout is not doing that. Fallout is, like I said, the fact that it's the only video game adaptation that actually takes place in the same world as the games, I feel like deserves a ton of credit. Tons and tons of credit for that. The fact that the showrunners did their homework, I wouldn't even say they did their homework. They clearly either played like these games, because I can't really understand how. I mean, well, maybe they just did really good research. But regardless,
Well,
It just
I
it just seems like how would you
I don't know. I don't know if
have done some of the stuff that you pulled this season alone if you didn't have some knowledge or played the game?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody on the Uncharted played the game.
No,
Oh, Tom Holland played Uncharted. There's no way
but it's
Mark
not even
Wahlberg
the
played
same.
Uncharted. Oh, there's no way Mark Wahlberg played the game Uncharted. There's no way.
No,
Like I
yeah.
don't.
And the fact that you have the actors, this is also another thing too that is clear. When the actors say that they actually like the world, that it's an
Yeah.
interesting world, that there's a lot of stuff going on, like that's obviously high praise because you rarely even see that from actors. They don't really like they talk about they may be like, yeah, I heard of it or something like that, but they never really actively praise stuff outside of what they're doing. So even though like yeah, not all of them play the games,
So,
they don't talk negatively about the games at all.
no.
Never. So that's also another thing too. So and I said the moment when they announced this and they said Jonathan Nolan was attached, I was like, well, Jonathan Nolan is obviously, like highly respected. I mean, people would even argue that he's definitely one of the reasons why Christopher Nolan's movies, his earlier movies were better because the script was actually good. But obviously, I think that's changed now with
Did
Oppenheimer.
Ella
But
play in
regardless,
Fall? I think she did.
she did. Yeah.
Did she play as a fan or when she got like growing up, or did
No,
she?
no.
Okay.
She said that she played it for the when for
Oh,
the show, right?
so how what for all of them?
For what? No, not all of them. I think she played Fallout 4.
Okay. Okay. I
But I mean,
mean,
like they don't need to. They don't need like I've said this before. They don't need to. Uh, you know, they don't need to play all like 100 hours. Like obviously,
no.
that's like most people can't even play 100-hour
I think
games, right? But
if you're starting for Last of Us, you could play both games because it's not a lot.
possibly,
Well, Fallout is a tons of games. It'll be like,
like yeah,
okay,
Fallout's a way more intricate game than The Last of
yeah,
Us.
yeah. It's like
It's an
Fallout is
RPG, right? Like there's a lot
yeah.
more stuff going on.
Assassin's Creed was shit. I mean,
Yeah,
no, like Assassin's Creed, yeah, it was bad. Um, Ella was live tweeting her first playthrough of New Vegas, and she tweeted how she keeps getting told to go there. Oh, I didn't know she had
and
a
she played
tweet.
New Vegas. I
I
didn't
didn't know she had
realize.
an X account. At least Zack Snyder didn't ruin her career.
Bruh. Still forget she was in a Zack Snyder movie.
Yeah, yeah, Army of the Dead. Yeah, Army of the Dead, man. Do you know she's
Bruh.
British too, right? I didn't know she was
Yes.
British.
Yeah. All these British, like you forget they're British because like most of the time they're
Because
just
they're
an American accent.
because British actors are very good at doing American accents.
Yeah.
It's, the other way around is not true though. Americans cannot do good British accents
No.
because then she got mad. Well, just
No,
play
man.
video games. Of course you're gonna get mad. If you don't get mad at video games, then you're not passionate about video games. Like especially if you die over and over.
Mm,
But Walter Goggins does everything. I mean, like he's been in Marvel. Well, he hasn't done DC or Star Wars.
no. He would be Walter Goggins would probably fit right pretty well with James Gunn stuff. Like if James Gunn directed,
Oh,
a project.
oh yeah,
I mean, most of the actors, they're like comedic kind of actors too. That's
yeah.
another thing that the show kind of does is like they hire
There's
actors to,
there's
yeah,
actors that there's well-known established actors that will do a lot of things because they like to work a lot, and there's actors that don't. Right, they will work every one year, once or twice a year, or maybe two every 3 years. It depends,
mhm,
right? There's hello. There's the big time actors that don't like. They just wait, and
mhm.
because sometimes, because there's
What's
some act
happening?
reception, yeah, but yeah, Walter Goggins, like he'd be
I mean, he's the
killed.
highlight of the show. Like
Yeah.
he's the show is already good, right? Like the characters, like I don't hate. Like sometimes you have a show where you hate characters. I don't hate anybody on the show. I think they're all like interesting characters, right? Like even when they're like Hank, you know what I mean? Like Hank was an interesting villain for sure. It's kind of, I mean, it's kind of a shame that they got rid of him so quickly. I thought they were just gonna kill him because I'm like, it feels like that was what was gonna
I
happen,
think
but
if
they're
I had to
obviously gonna
wait,
save him.
if I had to wait the four main characters, I mean the five main characters, I would say Mr. House. Um,
Mhm.
well, I mean Norm is technically the. I would put Cool and Hank as the top two, like
Yeah.
best acting in the show, and Kyle McCulkin and Walter Goggins are the best two actors in the season.
Mhm.
Um, uh, Max is probably
Mr.
Max.
House was really impressive. That
Yeah,
was like, yeah, it sounded like Mr. House. You know, like he did everything to make it seem like the character, and it's like, yeah, it was very convincing. He did a pretty good job. And obviously, like I said, he's a beloved character. I mean, he's a villain, but he's still a beloved character. You know what I mean? Like people want to see him his villainliness, if that's a word. But
Mhm.
you know, and I think he did a good job of like, yeah, and the writers obviously did a good job too because he wasn't just a straight up villain, which is what you know, people were in the earlier. They were like, "Oh yeah, they're making him a straight up villain." But he's not in the show. But he's
No,
not. So it's like they
no,
clearly, obviously knew they weren't just gonna water down his character. They made it way more, you know, nuanced. Just like
no.
the
Yeah,
games, just like New Vegas. New Vegas was full of nuances. You know, no one was the straight up villain, and no one was a straight up good guy. It was all sort of gray. But
yeah,
those are the you know the choices that people had. Like, what are you gonna do? And who are you gonna
yeah.
pick?
Exactly, exactly. I mean, not even like yeah. Even Hank is a villain, but if you look at it from his point of view, he thinks he's a good guy. He's the hero,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Right.
right? Um, yeah, it's just as far as all about shades of gray. It's no
Hmm.
black and white. Like
Right.
Lucy thinks everything is black and white. She hasn't learned that this
Hmm.
world's gray,
Right. Well, she's
right?
coming to terms with that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because in the vault, when you're raised in the vault, you think everything is you think everything is in order. So you know everything is it's civilized basically, right?
Hmm.
Civilized, right? When
Right.
sh- and and outside of that, it's of course it's chaos.
Hmm.
There's different groups. There's different factions. There's different. Nothing is what it seems. Nothing is black and white. There's no. It's more morals, ethics. It's different. It's a different world, and she's definitely struggling. Well, in this season, she's learning to realize that.
Hmm.
Realize that. And the reason she didn't kill her father is because she still loves her father,
Right.
and she didn't see it. She fully did not see her father as a true. I mean, she did bad things, obviously, but she did see her father as truly a bad person.
Hmm.
Like truly, like there's no true evil person. I guess the Enclave would be. Uh,
That's the thing, right? I mean, we'll see how they handle them, but
yeah,
the point is like these they're kind of like they're evil. Obviously, they believe in eugenics and shit like that. But I mean, like
yeah,
um, there's like a reason behind it, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what makes Fallout interesting is that it's such a corrupt world, and there's not much.
yeah,
You know, there's not. It's not like everybody. There's nobody is like a goody two shoes, and that's
yeah.
kind of like
Exactly.
the issue is
It's
like
it's just to
who is
survive.
supposed to rule over. Well, yeah, to survive, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, there's still
If
someone who's gonna try to take over, right?
if you if you
There's
want
gonna
to
be a faction.
best describe it, it's like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
Like, it's, that's
but
what
they're trying to
basically.
govern the Wild
Yeah,
West,
yeah,
right? And who's
exactly.
gonna take charge, right? Because
Yeah,
also look at the Brotherhood of Steel, right? Like the Brotherhood of Steel is kind of like not, they don't really care about helping society. They're all obsessed with technology and
yeah,
trying to prove some trying to prove something to their weird group, but it's like,
yeah.
they look down upon people, right? Like ghouls and super mutants. I mean, those are still people too, right? Like they were people, they were humans.
They're abominations to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're abominations, but it's like that's not their fault, right? Like this is everybody's kind of gotten screwed by what happened. It wasn't nobody, nobody choose to fucking live in a fucking nuclear apocalypse or post-apocalypse. But I mean, that's what happened in that world, and the characters obviously have to deal with it.
hmm
Um, and some characters are not really, yeah, like I said, the Brotherhood of Steel is just like, ghouls are fucking abominations. We just got to get rid of them completely.
kill.
And you're like,
Yeah, they're
and it's complicated too. It even gets more complicated.
they're kind of religious in that way,
Yeah. Well, they're
right? Like,
zealots. Yeah.
yeah, the zealots. Yeah, It is interesting that Lucy almost had an impact in her to make her obedient, and she still didn't want to kill Hank.
Mhm.
Yeah, um, because Lucy, I mean, Lucy is learning, but the world is not so black and white. But she would not be better than her father if she did that. I think she realized that.
Mhm.
Okay, like it's cruel. I mean, she doesn't want to be cruel. Her
Yeah.
father, her father is. Your father doesn't. Your father does that obviously, but her father doesn't think it's cruel. She knows it's cruel and wrong. Her
Mhm.
father doesn't think that. But their armor is cool though.
Yeah. When he got
Yeah,
exposed as a synth,
yeah,
they did quickly turn on him. I mean, that's what happens. And I mean, the thing is, like, they always use the excuse for ghouls that ghouls will become feral eventually, and that's why people don't want them in their communities.
hmm
But I mean, yeah, like I said, these ghouls, and it's not like they chose to be ghouls. No, you know what
No,
I mean? Like, no one, yeah, some of these characters did not choose to be super mutants too. Like, so I mean, and obviously there's like I can understand like why there is like people would be scared of super mutants and ghouls because, like I said, ghouls
yeah,
can turn feral. Super mutants, not all of them are the most intelligent and like
yep,
compassionate, right? Like like I was mentioning last stream, like Strong is a pretty good character, like a good example of someone who is like, yeah, like very barbaric, and he doesn't really understand why you as a are helping people and why you're so compassionate, and he just thinks that's stupid, and he even tells you multiple times like what you're doing is stupid and why would you do this, and then but the thing is he eventually does come around and he learns like actually
I,
just like how I have my the super mutants, right, how they all cohabitate. He's starting to now get like, oh wait, this is how it really is with everybody else, right? And that humans and super mutants can also have a relationship too. Like they can actually work together. It's not just, we fight and we're the enemy. Which I mean that plays directly into the theme of the entire world of Fallout is that everybody's at each other's throats because of ideology, right? Everybody thinks that they're the ones that are going to rule the wasteland,
yeah,
just like Caesar. And we saw this in the same episode how it's like Caesar, the guy, Kaiser Caesar, fuck that guy anyway. Kaiser
yeah,
in New Vegas, he was so like, I'm knowledgeable and try to like weasel his way out because he was obviously intelligent. But it's so funny because he was just as egotistical as Mr. House, even though he was saying, Mr. House is an idiot and like he was also kind of making fun of Mr. House for being egotistical. But then look, in the ending, in his death, he's like, no, the Legion dies with me. That's how egotistical he was. And the thing is, all the characters were right about it. Joshua Graham was right about the Legion and Kaisar. That Kaisar is an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He's an idiot who all he really wanted was freaking attention and his own fucking personal army. Um, like, and no one could really stop him. So that's what I'm saying. These games are regardless of what people say, I will always love these games. They're great games. So yeah, it's great to see that the show is actually on par with the source material. Like when people go, "Hey, should I play Fallout?" It's like now you go, you should play Fallout and you should watch the show too. Like there's not a lot of stuff you could say that about. So I think that's high praise.
Yeah, does this mean Macaulay Culkin will get a brain tumor?
Probably should. The
Man,
wasteland is not for the Saints, for sure.
Macaulay Culkin. Dude, because Macaulay Culkin doesn't really do much. He doesn't do much acting. I guess
No.
maybe he probably played the game. If Macaulay Culkin is in this show, he probably plays the game.
He said he didn't, but he was watching like lore videos and stuff.
Oh,
There's a lot of actors who came out, like the guy who plays the body double. I'm not sure if you saw, but he was like on the red carpet, like shouting out all these like tons of YouTubers who do like lore videos and like just like joke videos about Fallout 2, and you're like, that's crazy that he did that. It was like
the point of John Capia.
No, what actor? I've never seen an actor go like, "Yeah, I watched all these YouTubers and they helped me with the role." I'm like, that's crazy.
You know what's it's funny because like when we talk about Marvel and DC actors, when they talk about their roles,
they
always
talk like that.
No, they take pictures of the comic books, and then they always heard the characters. And when they talk about specific comics, they always talk about the most popular ones all the time. You never hear them you never hear them talk about an arc that's like people don't talk about a lot. Right? Like it's all the time happens, all the time.
Yeah, I don't really see it. I don't see any actor who goes, yeah, like YouTubers help me kind of like gain inspiration for the role. I think that's cool. Like more actors should do that. More directors and people should do that. Like, yeah, I watch YouTube. YouTube is also a medium too. Like, I think that legitimizes YouTube. Like, what the hell? Like, that was such a big deal. For me, at least, I was like, wow.
Everybody consumes the internet.
Yeah, so it's just kind of weird. Like, nobody really talks about videos and stuff that is like, that they like. I don't know if it's because like YouTube, we watch so many YouTube videos, but I mean, yeah, I think YouTube should be just on par with entertainment, with the rest of the entertainment. Like, so many people put so many hours into the shit, so it's like, yeah, I think people deserve that credit.
Yeah, everybody consumes the internet. Sure, I mean, of course, 56K. They all have phones, man. Phones. You bring your phone everywhere with you. You're gonna check the internet.
But like YouTube is still the greatest fucking platform on the internet. I don't care what anybody says.
YouTube is the best video source of information outside of search engines like Google and stuff like that.
You learn so much from YouTube.
Yeah,
there's so much entertainment. There's fucking
there's a lot of shit,
better comedians on YouTube than there are,
I know.
Than fucking Joe Rogan ball looking at Jeffrey Epstein. I'm sorry.
Joe Rogan. The thing about Joe Rogan, he never has a side on anything. Like,
well, apparently now he sides with Epstein. He's downplaying the Epstein files, which I think is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, fuck Joe Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan gets owned by everybody. Let's be honest.
He deserves to get owned after what he did, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of AI slop on YouTube. Yeah, but the AI stuff is better than
there's a lot of AI slop.
So many trailers. Yeah, but the AI stuff is better than some of the movie trailers that come out now.
But there's still AI slop is only a recent thing. There was YouTube has been around for 21 years now. There was
Yeah,
tons of
yeah.
content that was not AI, and there's still going to be tons of YouTubers who make good. I don't even want to say content. I don't even like that word. They make videos, like they make art. They make shit that's actually funny and entertaining and
Yeah.
informative and educational. Like that should never go unappreciated at all. And it's completely free. I know, like yes, there's ads and shit, but I mean, so many people spend so much time on YouTube. Like, yeah, I think some people deserve to you know be recognized for that.
I do like I mean I do like those not the AI trailer, but I do like those videos of clips from a movie, but he takes something from a different movie, like Deadpool and an Avengers movie. You just put
Mhm.
Deadpool's stuff from his movies into an Avengers movie, stuff like that. I find it funny. Um,
Joe Rogan was blazing AI 50 Cent songs. Dude, there's one AI song that I was listening to that I was like, this is so crazy. It was like a 60s version of Day and Night by Kid Cudi. Go look that up and tell me that that's not fucking scary. Where you're like, this actually sounds really good for an AI song. Like I was blown away. I'm like, shit, man. Someone actually should maybe master that shit and make it, not AI because it sounds so fucking good. You're like, God damn.
hmm
There was also another thing that was AI. Someone put Alana Del Rey over Adele's Skyfall James Bond song,
hmm
and I was like, God fucking damn, that shit was good. Because Lana Del Rey was supposed to do a James Bond song and they cut it, and I was pissed.
Yeah,
I
they
was like,
did.
yo, oh man.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's a rumor now that she's supposed to actually do the song for the James Bond game, which I hope is true, and I hope it's fucking good. Because yeah, that would go extremely hard. That's such a waste. I was like, God damn. Some of the recent fucking James Bond songs have just sucked. Like fucking the Sam Smith one, that was garbage. Um, I can't even remember what the newest one was. It was forgettable. Oh, it was a Billie Eilish who did it. Yeah, it was forgettable. Um,
I
sorry.
just laughed at that day. Wait, I'm sorry. She's getting roasted on the internet.
I mean, she's getting roasted, but for stupid reasons. Like, okay, like she gave her house to, you know,
I
back
mean,
to the natives. It's like, who cares? Like, I mean, not like
well,
who cares as in like what she did, but I mean like why are people like have an issue with what she does with her fucking money and shit? Like, who cares?
I'm not. This is not political, but like, she's not that well educated on things. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure all celebrities. I mean, after the Epstein files, man,
Yeah,
and reading through all that shit, we haven't even read through most of it. You're like,
I don't
this is
know. This
fucking
empty files.
disturbing.
This empty files is like has to be bigger than some of like It's like it's huge. The files it must be. How many
Yeah,
papers are just files, man?
3 million documents.
3 million documents.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna freaking take the freaking. Who's reading all this? Like, what's time?
I'm going through it, looking, searching, looking at CoffeeZilla, looking at the subreddit, the Jeffrey Epstein subreddit. The thing is, Twitter, it's so fucking bad because Twitter is just like full of misinformation, like people just lying and shit. But they don't need to lie because the emails are so damning, they're so disgusting, and they'll make you fucking jaded and fucking depressed as fuck. That we live in a society where apparently, and this is not even an exaggeration anymore. This is like some Alex Jones shit from like 20 years ago. That's all true, and you're like,
Alex
wait,
Jones.
they literally are satanic baby eating fucking people? Like that's not even a joke anymore? Holy shit. No exaggeration. No exaggeration.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, Stephen Hawking was mentioned. No, he's not joking.
Like,
He was
how's
not
true?
joking. Stephen Hawking was
I.
at the parties, man. He was at the
What did
Epstein
he
party.
do? He could. It's like, come here. He
Who
won't.
knows, man?
I don't know how many names are real or made up now. I think everybody's guessing.
No, there are some real names. There are definitely some real names. Not, like
I know it's real names, but how many of them are like actually legit?
Oh, there's quite a lot of people. There's quite a lot of people. I mean, one of the most surprising things was that they said that Sam Hauser and Leslie Benz, or was it Leslie Bez? Is that his name? The guys at Rockstar North, they were involved with Jeffrey Epstein, and they have a story with Jeffrey Epstein and some prostitute.
What would Jeffrey Epstein want to do with video game people?
well, you say that he was emailing Bobby Kotick, the CEO of Activision, in like what 2016, and he was literally telling him to put microtransactions in Call of Duty.
Is Jeffrey Epstein the real Enclave in Party Enclave?
Yes.
To kill him, Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein is literally connected with the most like insane things. It's not even a joke anymore. It's like he was working with Mossad, the CIA. He had like ties with Russia. Like you're going through all of this, and the thing is, it's not like hearsay. This is like literally from his emails of him.
I think this guy was the leader of the NWO, the New World Order.
Oh yeah, that's not a joke anymore. Dude, no, it's seriously, like, if you look into it, it's really disturbing. I had to stop looking into it because it was so, like, grisly, the shit that they were thinking about. Like, really disturbing stuff. Red's name was redacted. I mean, it's just, like, absolutely sick. It's just sickening, like, what is going on, like, with these people. I mean, highly respected people, too, were involved with this. Yeah, he got banned, too, off Xbox Live. That was crazy.
Oh God.
Yeah, he was involved. He was involved in a lot of stuff. Like the whole story with Bill Gates too was also weird. I mean,
was he in the room? Was he in the room with Bill and Monica Lewinsky?
who probably? I mean, his story was worse though. Like he got some STD from a prostitute, and then
oh my God,
he was scared that he gave his wife STDs, and so he was trying to like give her medication for it without knowing. It's just really fucked. Like also too, you know what's another thing that's extremely fucked about these files is that the FBI did such a poor job of redacting videos and stuff that there's actually, and this is no exaggeration, there is literally CP in these files because they did not redact them properly. So like people are realizing, and yeah, there's the videos of him where you could see, I mean, they redacted in quotations these videos, but it's like you can literally see like little girls in the video. Like these girls are short, they're skinny, and they sound like little girls. Like I'm talking about children. This is not, it's messed up, man. Really messed up.
Yeah,
also, in one of the files too, this was also something that was really fucking scary. Okay, like just the thought of it was disturbing. There's a Netflix documentary about a case of this little girl who went missing in like 2007. She was from England and she went on vacation with her parents to Portugal, and she got abducted. Now they actually have police sketches of the suspect. Dude, one of the suspect's sketches is literally Ghislaine Maxwell. Like it's not even like it's so like when you see it, you're like, oh my God. You literally get goosebumps because you're like, that is really fucking scary. It's like she has the exact same short hair. Like basically, they found a picture of her from 2007.
It probably is her.
And it's her. It's 100% her. Because in the emails, like this is why it's brought up this documentary, was that we don't know who this exchange was from. It's not from Jeffrey Epstein or any of his co-conspirators. My guess is it's either the producers of the documentary talking with some sort of police or FBI, but essentially they were talking about the documentary, and they even said that hey, that one of the tips that they had for this girl was that someone said that around that time there was wealthy Americans who were visiting Portugal looking for, little girls to abduct,
Oh my god.
and the FBI was like, "Oh, we should look into that because we might know who took this girl." And so you're like, that's very scary. Um, there's what was another? There's lots of like little tidbits, strange stories. Like Epstein was also like a hardcore racist, a very like a supremacist. Uh, he was into eugenics, was into a lot of weird shit that made no sense. Like he has an email talking about like this is just the weird shit that this guy was talking about. He was like trying to figure out the biological ramifications of time travel. So he was 100% a crackpot.
He is crazy.
Um,
That sounds nuts. Yeah, he is.
yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, it's nuts, but it's like there's all these like look if
You guys,
for anybody listening, look into Zorro Ranch. Look into Zorro Ranch. That is some creepy shit.
this,
Creepy, beyond creepy. I remember because I didn't even know about this. Like Tony was showing me this like one time, and Zorro Ranch is also mentioned a lot in the documents, which is not surprising, but it's very weird how. Okay, Aaron, this is what Zorro Ranch is. Jeffrey Epstein, literally in I think Texas, New Mexico, around the border of New Mexico and Texas, he owns a piece of land that they said is almost the size of Long Island. It's desert. Okay, there's a couple other people who live there. In fact, if you know he's I think he's a fashion designer and a movie
yeah.
director, Tom Ford. He lives also he has a house in this area as well. But Zorro Ranch is literally almost like a community town that Jeffrey Epstein has, and also a mansion, a massive mansion. The thing is, there's actually a story, right? And I think people are looking through the files, and it might be true about this story, which I always believed the story was true because the guy did provide photos, right? Like these aren't like fake photos. This was from a long time ago, right? Like we're talking like the mid to late 2000s that these photos were taken. But essentially, someone worked on Zorro Ranch. She was like sort of like a cleaner, and Jeffrey Epstein told him not to go in a specific room, right? He was allowed to clean all the other rooms except this room, right? And this guy, right? He got curious. The janitor, we'll just call him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when Jeffrey Epstein wasn't there, he went in and he saw this place, and it had a name. This room, it wasn't a room. It was multiple rooms. It was almost like an entire wing of the mansion. Uh, that was called the fertility room. Okay, in the room was like it was literally a shower for 12 people, uh, and almost like a medical area where it was like, you see a stretcher, medical supplies,
Yeah.
like like an operating room. And
Yeah.
then there's also inside this room, right? There's like a library, and there's a massive painting of Ghislaine Maxwell naked, and there's pictures of all of this. Then he also has a bathtub that is in this room that's so massive it looks like an altar. It's really
Oh.
creepy too. And so this guy, he took these pictures, and a week later, this guy literally is cleaning the house, and for whatever reason, on the security camera, that was like there was almost like playing old security footage. This guy sees a little girl in a room that he doesn't know where this room is. Like he's been to at this point, supposedly every room in the house, and yet he doesn't know what's going on. Right? He doesn't know why this girl is here, what's going on. So the guy got freaked out, even though I mean he was still working for them, right, for a little bit, but he eventually quit. And when he quit, Jeffrey Epstein emailed him saying, hey, because you worked for me for so long, why don't you come to my island? And the guy was like, hell no, I'm not going to the island because they're gonna kill me, right?
Yeah.
Because he's like, I saw too much. I probably would have never come back, right? And and so the guy uploaded all these photos and stuff, and you can find it. It's not like they're creepy ass photos, right? And what was this room for? Well, there's other accounts of people, victims, talking about Zora Ranch and how they were operated on mysteriously. They would literally drug these women and operate on them. Like one of the main victims who killed herself, and now even in these files there's even suspicion about if she killed herself. This is crazy stuff. Insane stuff. Like this is all out here. Like this is literally the pieces of evidence that the FBI had in emails of Jeffrey Epstein himself talking with other people, talking about this stuff, like pedophilic shit. It's crazy, really crazy stuff, man. No one should make light of any of this. It's really scary that the top, like the elite people in our society, look down on everybody else and think that they could just get away with what they did, that they could just abuse women. And they weren't just abusing, well, it's not women. They were abusing little girls. They were also abusing boys as well, because it's in the files. They even talk about it, which is something like I don't see anybody mention. It wasn't just little girls. It was also little boys too. Like it's sickening, man. It's not a joke. And also make sure you stay clear of like the misinformation that was going around Twitter. Like they're saying this person's in the file, this person is mentioned. It's not true. Most of the like names that people mention, like I saw people were mentioning what's his name? Oh my god, what's his fucking name? The actor, he's a pretty well established actor. Why am I blanking? George Clooney. They mentioned George Clooney. George Clooney appears once in the document, and it was because I think Jeffrey Epstein asked one of the victims like who she wanted to, suck off, right? And she mentions him. But it's not that he is mentioned as like usually a sign of like someone who is like involved with this story is like they are mentioned a lot of times, and they're also mentioned directly in email exchanges between Epstein and his co-conspirators as like someone that they knew. And obviously one of the people that they mention a lot is Trump. Trump is one person they mention a lot. They mention a lot of other figures too. But, like Jeffrey Epstein had some feelings about Trump, negative feelings about Trump, which is also weird too. The whole thing is weird. The whole thing is very scary. And it seems like, sadly, it's still going on. Like Jeffrey Epstein was really just, one piece of this pie, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
It's
despicable shit.
This thing has been going on for years. Like, it's how big it is.
Yeah, it's too big, and the thing is like now you're seeing, because I was talking about Joe Rogan. Like Joe Rogan used to be this person who talked about release the files and all this stuff like that, and all of a sudden now he has like a guest on who's like downplaying the victims. He was like, well, the victims were of age or they were barely legal. No, that's not true. That's not true 100%. Like they're literally, first off, not only do we have Jeffrey Epstein's own words of him saying that he was looking for girls, like anywhere between 10 and 14, but we also have the FBI who's saying it too. So that's not true. Right. And so now all of a sudden people could just lie about what is in the files and what is true, or try to downplay it. Even if, let's say, these women were legal, is it okay to traffic people? No. That's fucking slavery.
Well, that's the law. Against the law. It's human trafficking.
Yeah, like people are trying to make it seem like it's okay. It's like, no, imagine if you were trafficked. No one would want to be trafficked, trust me. That's like the most, you're literally a slave. Some of these people are kept in fucking You know those
Yeah,
giant what are those things like shipping containers?
yeah, yeah. I know
Like,
what you
yeah, they're
mean.
treated like slaves, man. Like, what? Like,
Yeah,
and
they,
yeah, to
they're paid.
downplay any of that, it's crazy in my opinion.
They get
Like,
paid.
that's
Yeah,
insane.
they get told to sleep with men, and they don't even
Hmm.
get the money. The money goes to their owners, I guess, what they call
Yeah, they
it.
basically sell these people, and one of the documents was actually like, and it's a handwritten note,
Yeah.
a handwritten note talking about how Trump and Epstein were literally, they would go around the world selling women to like various different people, girls,
Mm.
and like there's
Yeah.
even like it gets really disturbing where one of the guys who bought this girl off of Trump goes, "This girl is pregnant. Why are you
Whoa.
showing me defects and shit?" Yeah, yeah, dude, it's really messed up. And Trump's like, "Oh, I wasn't aware, and I don't like sell faulty goods to my customers and stuff." And the guy's like accusing him of being a liar. I don't know who that other person was, but it was between this guy and Trump, and it was just disturbing to read. You're like, this is,
Trump,
holy shit.
Trump always thought the woman was fat.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like, that's what he was saying. He was like, I wasn't even aware, and all this stuff like that. Just
And
again, disturbing shit.
it is kind of stupid because he should be able to wear because you could tell if when a woman's fat whether it's pregnant or not. If her belly's
Well,
big, it's
well, I
easy.
think it was more like, well, first off, it's a little girl that he's talking about,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
and I think it was like earlier, but it's still fucking disgusting and disturbing shit. The fact that they're even having these exchanges and it's documented, and it's also released. Like that, the thing is, it's still like what you have to remember is like there's only 3 million documents that they release, and they're refusing to release another 3 million documents. So could you imagine what is in the other documents and what they're trying to scrub?
Hmm.
Like, man, it's crazy. I mean, a lot of people are involved. A lot of politicians, a lot of people who are business CEOs, executives, professors, intellectuals,
Yeah.
a lot of people, and like it's some people are downplaying it as, oh, they just want to have a good time at a party. What the hell? What the hell? Like this guy on Joe Rogan, I don't know who he is, Mike Benz. That dude is crazy. The comment section is
Do
cooking
you,
that guy.
do you remember a couple months ago of Megan Kelly said about pedophilia?
Yeah, her comment too was insane. She was like, 15-year-olds are barely legal. What?
Isn't yeah.
And they have kids too. Which, by the way, do you want to know something else that was really disturbing to see in the documents? Now you got to wonder about these people like her, Megan Kelly, saying stuff like that, because Aaron, these people, you think that okay, they're abusing other people's kids. No, they're not just doing that. They're abusing their own kids. There is literally an email exchange between this one lady and Epstein, because they were talking in code. They were talking about
Yeah.
pizza, whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah. He's
This
code
lady
words.
sends her baby, like a picture of her baby, to Epstein, and he goes, yeah, this
Fuck.
looks nice. This looks nice, and he's like,
What
you're
the
like,
fuck?
what the fuck? Yeah, yeah. There was another lady who was like this artist too, who was like making like sculptures, baby sculptures for Epstein.
Epstein. Oh, he created some sort of cult. This has
Oh
to be.
yeah, he's 100%. He was in some cult. He was like talking about how he wants like his genes to be spread around the world. Like he was talking all this crazy shit in the emails. Like
Not even. My God, this.
like he just looked down on everybody. He was like, I just want to essentially rule the world and shit. Like just how did he get involved with some of these people, the most powerful people in the world? Is still also very confusing too. You know, like how did he get all these people to come to the parties and all this stuff? And people, by the way, Elon Musk.
Blackmail.
Well, yeah, it was blackmail and stuff, but like blackmail for what exactly? Like, why would you want to blackmail these people? For
I don't know.
money or some other stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. That's why I'm like, I have to take a break, because when you look and actually see what's going on in the email exchanges, it's horrific. No one can prepare you for the conversations that they have, the things that they say in detail, in gruesome detail, what they talk about, what they're interested in. Some of these people also are like into like bestiality too.
Oh my
Really
god.
sick shit. Yeah. Yeah, and also some people are also talking about that there may have been um politicians sending them torture videos, like sharing torture videos and stuff, like for people to get off on. It's really just like we live in bizarro world. Um, and the thing is, a lot of these people will never face accountability because, oh,
They're
they'll
rich.
say, you know,
They're powerful.
well, they're rich and powerful, and their excuses, well, how can we prove this and all this stuff like that? Yeah, they can have conversations about it, I guess, in
Yeah.
email.
Exactly. Well, thank you for coming on Blinded. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
back
no
tomorrow for
problem.
Marvel talk. I'm gonna go off tomorrow, Marvel. I gotta call out people.
Mm. Call out the fake
And
scoopers.
well, even Cosmic Circus had like a thing. A lot of thing about Cosmic Circus came out today about Avengers Doomsday, and Cosmic Circus has been tending to change a lot of stuff every day, all the time,
Of course.
right? I just like, for example, two big examples. Okay, Peggy's role in doesn't I read what the Cosmic Circus said. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for a role what they're saying. And two, Scarlet Witch's return is going to be slightly unexpected. I'm like, what? Scarlet Witch is what's was that not return, but something with Scarlet Witch is slightly unexpected. I'm like, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Slightly unexpected. It's like, so what the fuck. And I don't know, like it's these scoops. It's every day there's a new scoop. Adventures Doomsday there's a new scoop every single day. It's, they
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anything for DC. There's never a new scoop for DC from these people. It's always Avengers. They want to get something so desperately right about Avengers Doomsday. They do.
Yeah.
They're desperate. They're desperate. Okay? Wasn't you don't like Cosmic Circus. You called them out on the fake
Mm-hmm.
scoops too, huh? Right?
Yeah, because he just throws shit at the wall, and he thinks he's saying shit, but he's not.
Yeah, I remember. I remember one specifically. Remember Deadpool Wolverine? Somebody made up the fake rumor Wanda was coming back, and they ran with that. And
Yeah,
Deadpool, yeah,
he constantly Alex from Cosmic. You're talking about Cosmic Circus,
yeah,
right?
Alex. He does the Q&A stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he says he's just like every day he has a rumor and then he changes it the next day.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
I don't know why people still like hold him like as like a credible person. I don't personally.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thank you for coming. We'll talk more about this
No
tomorrow.
problem.
And then I don't know if I'm gonna do a Super Bowl. I don't know what should I do it for. Mando Goku, Toy Story.
Yeah, kind of a shame that there's no trailer.
Well, I'm gonna bet Sony, maybe Spider-Man, maybe a CinemaCon. I don't know. Um,
Hopefully, I mean we're gonna obviously have to get it sooner or later. It comes out in July.
yeah, CinemaCon's in 2 months anyway, right? So,
Mm.
uh, Red, Red. I'm gonna show you two pictures, and I want you to choose which one's the best. Okay, like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. See ya.